Butch. Yes. Butch. This shit's going on YouTube.
All right, we're gonna have some fun. For those of you who don't know me, my name is John, and I am DJ's best man. First off, I'd like to thank everyone who could be here tonight to celebrate this joyous occasion. I'd also like to point out that Lindsay is looking absolutely perfect. Here's a little phrase that I learned during our recent trip to Montreal for DJ's bachelor party. Lindsay, tu me coupes le souffle. Supposedly that is French for you take my breath away. But I digress.
Something I digress.
Now,
I digress.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, for my best man speech, I prepared a little something extra special for our bride and groom. It's a performance that I wrote, inspired by one of my heroes, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who based his cover on Elvis Presley's Jailhouse Rock. Also, a huge thanks to the father of the bride, Frank, for assisting me on guitar. So, if you want to pull out your camera phones, videotape it, we're rehearsed, we're okay. Let's have some fun tonight. So, before I start, DJ claimed on his wedding website that he met me in high school. However, I actually sat behind him in Miss Fordham's class at Westview Middle. No one remembers this because no one could see me behind his big head. Anyway, let's kick off this rock concert with a little verse about our time in high school. For all the Stratford alumni here tonight. Got to know DJ back at Stratford High School. Taught me how to surf, so I thought it was cool. Hung out with the girls and drank Jaeger bombs. Got caught trespassing on Isle of Palms. Let's toast. Everybody, let's toast. Illegal parties on the coast. Everybody grab your drink and let's toast. Now, as much as I enjoyed hanging out with DJ, I almost enjoyed spending time with his family even more. I was extremely fortunate to room with someone for 4 years who had such a strong family presence in Clemson. This includes Christina, who introduced all of us to her sorority sisters during our freshman year. So every home game, Miss Starling and Mr. Dale and Zach made that long 3.5-hour drive from Goose Creek, South Carolina to Clemson. And when they got there, they always treated me like one of their own. So here's a little shout out to them.
This shit's too funny.
DJ's family has the best tailgate. Always came hungry and got food on our plate. Clemson football is a sight to behold. Uncle Pet keeps the coronas cold. Everybody, let's toast.
Oh my God.
Mr. Week's the greatest host. Everybody grab your drink and let's toast. Okay. So we've covered DJ and his family.
I'm in this.
But what about the lovely bride, Lindsay? Well, for those of you who browse the wedding website, you may have seen the 2 tales about how DJ met Lindsay. The first tale from Lindsay's perspective, the second tale from DJ. But let me tell you about the third tale. My tale.
Go, John!
Let's fast forward to our senior years. Went to Tiger Town, had too many beers. DJ met Lindsay, don't know what he said. All I remember was she crashed the moped. Lindsay drove into a post. Everybody grab your Once DJ started dating Lindsay, we all knew that she was a perfect fit within our group of friends. Sometimes we would go out 1, or 2, or 3, or 4, or 5 nights during the week, while maintaining our respectable grade point averages. This proved that Lindsay could do something that no other girl before her could. Keep up with DJ and his crazy friends. And so we continue. After graduation, the summer was awesome. This is when the love really started to blossom. Terry tried to fly, but then he fell. And from the lake, you could hear Grant yell, "Spark plugs! Everybody spark plugs! That jet ski ain't gonna float. Everybody grab your drink and let's toast."
The spark plug.
After the summer of 2008, and we sadly had to part ways as I moved north to Chicago, while DJ and Lindsay rode west to New Orleans. Although we were very far apart, we made the effort to visit each other at least once or twice a year. Whether I was in Atlanta for training, or DJ in Chicago for business, or it was the first Clemson football game of the year, or this past New Year's Eve on an aircraft carrier, we continue to visit each other to keep our friendship as strong as ever. And as the story comes to a close, when we see each other, we have a blast. Auburn and Georgia, man, we all got trash. This is the last verse, so I wanted to say that I love you both on your wedding day.